And we are live. How is it going, everybody? So, I wanted to jump on here. Unfortunately, I have no podcast to drop on YouTube this week. So, I wanted to make sure I made an appearance, talked to all of my friends, all, like seven of you guys, and let you know that it's all good, man. I'm going to have a podcast dropping next week. Just been a little bit busy. But what I want to talk about is the Tyson and the Roy Jones Jr. fights last night in the undercards. How did you guys feel about that? So, I'm a big fan. I was pretty torn with this. I'm a big fan of Mike Tyson. I'm a big fan of Roy Jones. Two of my favorite fighters of all time. And to see them in the ring together was going to be a good experience for me, like a bucket list check off. But at the same time, I didn't want either of them to lose. Like I was thinking, if one of these guys lose in dramatic fashion, it's gonna look so bad, like for their reputation. That's how people are gonna remember them for the next 10 or 20 years. Is oh yeah, Roy Jones Jr. was great, but Mike Tyson knocked his ass out. Stuff like that. So for the fight to end up the way that it did, made me. I was happy. I like that it was a draw because a lot of people were saying that Tyson looked better. Roy Jones wasn't really doing much, but a lot, that's all the casual fans, the people that don't really pay attention to, you know, boxing and what goes into it. Going into the fight, um, by Tyson was a lot bigger, man. Roy Jones definitely had to put on some weight in order to keep up with the size of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson weighed in at 220 pounds. Roy Jones came in at, I believe, 210, but he looked a little chunky. I feel like he was packing on the weight to be able to absorb some of those shots from Tyson. But when the fight started and Roy Jones got to showing his footwork, which was, magnificent. A lot of people give Roy Jones his props for being, such a different type of fighter and coming in and leading with hooks instead of jabs and just throwing hooks all day long. But Roy Jones is one of the best defensive boxers of all time. His instincts were second to none, and he was able to just get out of the way of punches that most people would not be able to. With that being said, right when the fight started and I seen how he was moving, he would lead, you know, hit with the jab and get the hell out of there. Come back the other way, hit, land a straight, get the hell out of there. He was ducking and dodging, ducking and moving. He was not giving Mike Tyson a chance to fire any shots off. He had the same game plan, and he stuck to it the entire fight. Come in, land a punch, maybe two, get the hell out of there. If Tyson gets in too close, you grab his ass. Now, clinch fighting, Mike Tyson was working in the clinch. He was firing off body shots all fight long, and he looked good, man. There was a few body shots that landed so solidly on Roy Jones. And I was like, God damn, I want to be able to take that. And this old ass dude is doing it. Kudos to him. The fact that both of these guys were able to make it the full 8 rounds, 8 2-minute rounds was pretty remarkable, to say the least. I know they were both in there working hard, getting hit. These are two legendary fighters, so it's not like they just automatically forget what the hell they're doing in a boxing ring. They, just don't have the same conditioning and instincts that they once had when they were younger. But other than that, man, they look great. Mike Tyson was moving his hips and just coming out with evil intentions with every shot that he took. And those, like I said before, those body shots were remarkable. But kudos to both of those guys. Thank you for giving us one hell of a show to watch. But I also want to talk about the Jake Paul and Nate Robinson. Come on, man. Who in the hell let Nate agree to this? He obviously did not do his due diligence on who the hell his opponent was because he looked obviously just outclassed, outmatched in there. Nate, respect to you, man. I'm not in the damn ring, and you had the balls to get in there. So my hat's off to you. But at the same time, don't embarrass yourself, player. You got fucked up. You can't you can't do the same thing. You're rushing in, you're putting your head down, you're firing it off shots as you're moving in, and then you're attempting to go to the clinch and trying to have the ref break it up. You cannot have the same exact game plan and without having the experience to be able to back it up. After you got hit a couple times and realize, oh shit, I'm actually in a fight, you could see Nate kept on dropping his head and coming forward. He couldn't see. It's so easy for a boxer, any type of boxer with some type of experience, to just take a couple steps back and fire off an uppercut. That's going to bounce the head up, and then you counter with the hook right after. Bounce their head up, knock them out. And that's exactly what happened with Nate. I was pretty excited that Nate Robinson, jumped in the ring and just proved that he's a superior athlete. This is a guy that could have played multiple sports, but you don't play boxing. And Nate, stay your ass out the ring, dude. This leads me to my last little subject I want to bring up. What is next? What is after this? Obviously, this was a hit. Everybody was watching these fights. Everybody wanted to see Tyson or Roy Jones in the ring and fight. What is next? This was a success in my opinion. Who the hell am I? But I think this is something big going forward. Roy Jones is already talking about having potential boxing matches with certain people. I think Roy Jones, Conor McGregor was floating out there. I know Jake Paul was talking about fighting Conor McGregor. And what's up next for Mike Tyson? Everybody is saying if this goes well and their body holds up and they are able to perform the way that they want to, that this is not going to be a one and done thing. This is something that can continually happen over time. So, is this something that you guys would want to see? A bunch of old ass people getting in the ring and fighting, or celebrities that train on the side that don't really talk about it getting in the ring, or former athletes from different sports getting in and fighting YouTube celebrities and stuff like that? There's no telling what could happen. You guys let me know in the comments what you would like to see. What type of fights? What type of people? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys checking out this live. I'm gonna continue to go live more often. Let you guys see my face and let you guys hear me talk my shit. Next time it'll be a little bit better if I have a little bit of comments in the section. But hey, man, we grow with time. But I'm out. Peace.